Well, this is probably the last video I ever wanted to make, but recent events have left me with no other choice. Before I say anything else, I'm not leaving YouTube. My main channel, Blade Edge 86, will continue, and as now one focuses mainly on autism advocacy. I don't think it'll face major problems with my other channel, my political channel, which focuses may end up getting targeted at some point in the future. Because of this, I've set up channels on two major YouTube alternatives, Dailymotion and VidMe. Links to both in the description of this video, and open to any suggestions for any other up-and-coming alternatives. The reason why I believe I may get targeted is not because I've done anything wrong, but because I express thoughts and opinions which are unpopular and, dare I say it, politically incorrect. YouTube has implemented some questionable policies these last few years, far too many of them for me to completely go over in this video, but the most important one, at least so far, was announced earlier this month on YouTube's official blog, which is linked in the description of this video. The blog post states its commitment to supposedly fighting terrorism and extremism content, which doesn't sound bad until you read between the lines to find the Orwellian doublespeak. The post states, "We'll soon be applying tougher treatment to videos that aren't illegal but have been flagged by users as potential violations of our policies on hate speech and violent extremism. If we find that these videos don't violate our policies but contain controversial religious or supremacist content, they'll be placed in a limited state." In other words, these videos will still be on YouTube, but, quote, won't be recommended, won't be monetized, and won't have key features including comments, suggested videos, and likes. If you make a video that doesn't violate the law or their policies, but YouTube still doesn't like it, they'll just use a de facto form of shadow banning to make the video nearly impossible for people to find. They use the vague phrase controversial religious or supremacist content, yet they do not clearly define what they mean by either. A conservative Christian arguing against gay marriage could be deemed to be controversial religious content, or someone criticizing Islam, even if they don't resort to slurs like raghead, could still be deemed as supremacist content. In addition to limiting videos, YouTube also has a redirect program where, as they put it, when people search for sensitive keywords on YouTube, they'll be redirected toward a playlist of curated YouTube videos that directly confront and debunk violent extremist messages. YouTube has also enlisted the help of various so-called experts through its Trusted Flagger program, which include but aren't limited to the Anti-Defamation League and the No Hate Speech Movement. The No Hate Speech Movement is one of the many organizations that has a nice-sounding name with totalitarian goals. One of the chief among those goals is to combat supposed online racism and discrimination by, as they put it, providing a safe space for people to express themselves free from fear of hate speech. But that couldn't possibly go wrong, could it? Oh, wait, actually it can. In recent years, regressive leftists have been advocating for a new form of segregation by pushing for non-white safe spaces for quote-unquote people of color. With this being taken to a whole new level at Harvard recently, with a black student-only graduation ceremony. And here I thought only white straight males could be racist or sexist because power plus privilege and shit. The Anti-Defamation League has made Nixon-style enemies list of alleged racists it deems as part of the alt-right or alt-light, which they claim is an anti-Semitic movement because, of course, one of the names on this list, Lucien Wintrich, is the grandson of a Holocaust survivor that fled from Poland to America with nothing. And yes, while there are some on the list who deserve to be there, and it is possible for Jews to be racist, does it really make sense for the grandson of a Holocaust survivor to be part of a white supremacist organization, or at least supposed one? In my research, I found out that the Anti-Defamation League was, at one point, a nonpartisan organization, but is now a far left-wing pressure group, and YouTube has partnered with them, and again, the No Hate Speech Movement and others like them, which, like as I said before, want to turn the internet into a so-called safe space. With this and other reasons, such as the increasingly draconian copyright policy where major corporations can make false copyright claims in addition to the actual ones, it's becoming increasingly clear that since Google bought YouTube, that they've taken the U out of YouTube. While, as others pointed out, YouTube is a private company, what they forget is that YouTube is also a monopoly, and that its parent, Google, is in bed with the deep state with long-standing ties to the CIA. The good news, however, is that we can change that by starting accounts on other websites. And for those that have the talent and drive, start other platforms entirely. While we build these other platforms, we continue posting on YouTube while promoting our channels that exist on the others. At always, I'm going to continue posting on YouTube, but every video I post, at least on my political channel, is also going to go on my off-site alternate channels on VidMe and Dailymotion, which again are linked in the description of this video. This YouTube battle is part of a larger culture war, with the stakes being no less than one of our most crucial freedoms of all. I would argue our most crucial freedom, the freedom of speech.